Hello people, welcome to the Laptop Lifestyle YouTube channel. Most creatives begin to appreciate the monetary value of their work as time goes on. It is a consideration for those who are not thinking about the money in photography. Photography is a great hobby that is also a profession, in which people make time but also make money while they do it. Laptop Lifestyler, learn how to turn your hobby into an actual career. If you want more of this content, subscribe to the Laptop Lifestyle YouTube channel and hit the notification bell. In order to make money with photography, success can depend heavily on your location and what industry you specialize in. If you want to be able to do it as a full-time career, then the recommendations below will help guide you to success. Sign up to be a contributor on iStock, BigStock, or Shutterstock, or upload your photos to Flickr and license them through Getty Images. To sign up, you need to register with your email and fill out basic personal information. You also need to provide identification documents to prove your identity. Use metadata, photo descriptions, and relevant keywords to market your photos. Never underestimate your skills. You might not be a pro, but you can still win photography contests. Plenty of people will enter contests with different levels of experience, so don't be afraid to compete. Don't worry about not being able to win the cash prizes. Participating in a photography contest will make you feel better and help you gain more exposure. You may not be aware, but there are plenty of contests for you to enter for a chance for prize money that can go as high as $3,000. Check out some of these contests below. National Geographic Your Shot, International Photography Awards, Nikon Small World, Sony World Photography Awards. To profit from blogging, you can make or provide content for readers with ads to generate money. You can also make money by creating tutorials on how to use photography features and software, doing reviews on all types of photography gear, and much more. You can start a YouTube channel about any topic, such as photography. You create content that is essentially the same as other channels, but in video form. Your aim is to make tutorials and reviews on your subject matter. It might take time until you make money from it due to how well your YouTube channel is doing. You can sell prints of your work online if you want some extra cash. Beautiful photos are a work of art, and people will buy art. Upload your work and sell them on sites like ImageKind to reach a whole new audience. Sell your paintings at local art fairs or use Etsy to sell them. Engage and connect with customers with local art. Add printed copies to your website. Before you mass produce prints of the photos, find a printing service to provide quality products. And, as a general rule, people should avoid selling photos with people in them. Once you devote more time to your professional photography career, many job opportunities will present themselves. You can earn money on the side by freelance writing and shoot freelancing photos when you have established yourself as a relationship with local magazines and newspapers. Paparazzi photography requires patience and skill because it is a demanding career. If you live in hotspots like LA or New York, you will encounter famous celebs on a daily basis, making your job somewhat easier. Invest in a high-quality camera and telephoto lens to take photos from afar. Obtain press credentials and other credentials. Choose between freelancing or joining a web agency. Inform yourself on celebrities in all areas: TV, movies, sports, and politics. Take notes on some places to find celebrities. Develop your communication skills. For example, you'll need to talk with Brad Pitt and other important people since they are a source for paparazzi. In order to get your pictures published, you should find out who will be the most likely to purchase them. If you already have a photography studio, that's great. However, people also want outside or location shoots. Even if you don't have a studio yet, there are still many opportunities for photographers. People will always need professional photographers to help them commemorate the special moments in their lives. Build a strong portfolio, get a website and social media presence, and tell your friends. To stay competitive in your local field, research the prices for other photographers in your area to determine what is fair. Editing images is a valuable skill, which can translate over to editing photos for other photographers. You may be talented in a certain type of editing software, like Lightroom or Photoshop, and can edit their photos for them in order to make them look more appealing. You can charge differently for different types of retouching jobs. For example, you can charge more for more advanced retouching tasks. Some edit pictures to create a certain look or teach different editing techniques. Presets are especially popular in wedding photography because the same look can be applied to a set of images with a few clicks. Your side photography gigs can require more than 30 hours a week and skills to perform. You will spend your time developing your skills and plenty of time editing photos and working with complicated programs like Photoshop. Photographers should have a photographer assistant or a second shooter. The most popular types of photographers often need second shooters and assistants during shoots, and there are many benefits to working in these positions. To get into photography, you should meet people in the community by joining groups or clubs. Sometimes photographers can't do everything on their own, so they need someone to work with them doing different jobs such as assistant or second shooter. Wedding photography could also be a way to make money by contacting people or shooting weddings for friends and relatives. Wedding photography is lucrative, so it's a good option if you want to make money. If you want to be successful at wedding photography, it's important to have top-of-the-line equipment at your disposal. So, now that we've gone over the many different options for making money as a photographer, on the last page, we get to the last and most obvious way to make money: starting your own photography business. A successful photography business will depend on finding your niche and sticking to it. Figure out what you like doing best or what is most popular and focus on that. This will help you build your credibility and improve your reputation within that niche. For example, if a client wants to hire a photographer for his wedding, he will probably hire the one that exclusively specializes in weddings, instead of the one that does real qualification photography and other jobs. When it comes to hiring a photographer, people need someone who has specialized skills and experience. The best photographer will have both of these qualities. If you want to start a photography business, focus your service in one singular niche and create the best quality of photos in that area. After establishing yourself as a photographer, photography workshops can become a sustainable source of income. Attend a workshop to determine your teaching style and what you will teach in order to create flexible sessions for students with varying levels of experience. Consider signing up for a workshop that can provide a hands-on experience. You'll want to do some planning before you sign up, such as mapping out locations, arranging for permits, transport, and lodging. It will take time to organize a successful workshop. How much money do photographers make? The annual earnings of a professional photographer depend on their location and the types of photography they offer. Typically, full-time photographers can make between $30,000 and $75,000 per year. In the beginning, it's wise to shoot less often and for cheaper rates. If things go well, you'll have a full-time photographer job. If a photographer has a great portfolio, they can make money in wedding photography, commercial photography, and general portrait photography than in real estate photography. With real estate photography, the amount and price of each shoot will depend on how much the client is willing to pay. You will make money and maintain your reputation by collaborating with other influencers. The more shoots you do, the more money you'll earn. Once you put in the work, photography can be a good and rewarding career, but it depends on self-motivation and perseverance. What type of photographer you want to be is important. You can start as an apprentice or work part-time as you rely on another job for your income. There are many ways to get your foot in the door, but if you start with realistic expectations, everything will take care of itself. Initially, there is no established pathway to being successful as a photographer. People are free to find their own way, as exemplified by the many modern and traditional pathways that exist. With the explosion of social media, YouTube, and influencers, people can start on any of these roads to achieving success. There are more than one option for photography degrees, apprenticeships, or creating a blog or YouTube channel. For those who focus on stock photography or editing work, a still traditional path is possible too. You can sell prints of your photos by both selling prints or licensing them. Either option is easy and cheap to do. If you sell photos online, there are third-party sellers that will process the order for you. To do this, Find the best photos of your work and upload them to a site. One of the best platforms for selling your prints is Etsy. This website features a forum for the sale of handmade goods. Any listing only needs to cost 0.25 cents, and it is the cheapest way to sell on this site. All someone has to do is upload their image, put it up for sale on the website, and then send out the prints once they've ordered. Once there is feedback or a complaint, you'll have to take care of it in the appropriate way. You can also print and sell your prints at shops and restaurants. There is more of a commitment than getting them from printing services like Moo or Printic. If you take a lot of good photos, you could approach a cafe or restaurant and have them display your prints. You'll get an income for just printing and providing the business with artwork. To succeed in the writing world, many professionals need to create entertaining and interesting blog posts for clients. With increased demand for original content, you may wish to try making living by writing and selling traveling content. To be able to sell content, the article and photos need to establish a narrative. So, it is important to take photos that are not too visually engaging but tell a story. This content can then be sold as media packages. If you take a lot of travel photos, you can sell them to all sorts of different companies. Over the course of your relationship with a client, they will want to pursue more projects and you will be able to take on more opportunities. Photographers are often stressed, preparing and working much longer than they expected, but many photographers still think that the high potential for income outweighs the difficulty. A job as a wedding photographer is profitable and rewarding. You get to be a part of one of the happiest days of some people's lives and help them preserve their memories. As a wedding photographer, you are responsible for capturing one of the couple's most important moments. So, it is important to be experienced with photography and have practiced. Photography can be used to create photo books, an uncommon way of making money. Online galleries exist, but they are not as good as physical photo books in many ways. You can make a photo book with custom tags, frames around your photos, and organize your images. You can also design your own album at home by using self-adhesive photo album and customize it to suit you. Photo books are a cost-effective way of printing off hundreds of photos and getting a quality album. Services such as Kodak offer albums that cost as little as $10. Memory books are great gifts for family members who like the convenience of digitizing their memories. Books are a great way to share your portfolio with clients. You can avoid internet-related issues and share a more professional appearance. Some websites will create a professional photo book in 3 days. Other platforms allow you to design your own photo book with your uploaded photos. When you pick a theme for your photo book, it will look more appealing. You can also choose different themes for every 10 pages. To find the perfect image for your blog post, you need to find a theme and then choose a favorite photo to match. To create a good poster, use bright colors and avoid dark colors. Also, avoid grainy or pixelated pictures that make your image look distorted. Keep in mind the resolution of your photo should be as large as possible, with the optimal size depending on how they're being printed. Flickr licenses your photos from Getty Images, a leading image library and provider of images to customers. You can use Flickr's account to sell your photographs in order to make money. To avoid copyright infringement and legal trouble, Flickr members can put in a request to license link on their photo pages. Getty Images reviews the photographer's work and will contact the Flickr member to help handle details like permissions, releases, and pricing. I would recommend just showing your best photos on Flickr because if you show them all, there is a higher chance that someone will take your photo without permission. Selling your photos in local galleries is a great way to make some money, but it is important to figure out what sells. International landmarks, famous landscapes, and portraits of famous people may sell well in a larger market like international tourists, but they are less popular in a local community and will not sell as well. Local subjects don't work unless your product is well known to locals. Tourists will appreciate cliched subjects such as the Eiffel Tower and a boat in a sea town. That's it for this video, Laptop Lifestyler. Remember to subscribe to our channel, and if you feel like we've delivered value, please share this video with one person. That's right, just one person as a token of your appreciation for the hard work we put into making content that educates and helps you on your mission of building your own fortune. Remember, you can watch video after video, but it isn't until you actually take action that you'll start to see results. See you soon!